That was around March 2017. Myself and Kuto managed to get a small house. If you have been following me for the longest time, you'd remember it. A small house in Soshanguve, you know. We got a small house in Soshanguve. It was a 3-bedroom house. It was just me and Kuto only. Betuel still had one valve. Vincent still had one valve. One valve, all of them. They were saying Forex is a scam. My own friends. Now, the most important person throughout my story is the guy who introduced me to Forex. Now, even the same guy who introduced me to Forex, I've tried more than once, more than twice, more than 5 times to convince him that, dude, come back to the industry that you have introduced me in. I'm making money, and he didn't want anything to do with it. He said it's a scam. It's a scam. He didn't want anything to do with it. The same person who introduced me to Forex the first time didn't want anything. Now, I've learned that people only believe in winners. Therefore, it makes sense when you are hustling right now. You are hustling alone. When you're hustling, to show that your hustle is real. You see this thing of WhatsApp gifting. Everybody's doing it. That's not hustling. The true spirit of hustling, only you need to understand. Not even one person has to understand why you're doing what you're doing. It needs to be exclusively available to you, exclusively understood by you only, not the society. The society doesn't need to approve. You must. You understand? That's why it's very important to believe in your own dreams. I see so many people. Now I can easily destroy so many people's dreams. I can hear with the way they don't have confidence. People come to me and they're like, Coach, we see your story, we are inspired, but we are losing now. Do you think we should give up? If I say yes, give up, that person will give up. But the truth is, when it comes to hustling, you don't need me to tell you that you must continue. Because even myself, I can also block your own success. I can tell you that, hey, Chief, stop selling Herbalife, and you'd find that Herbalife was your only way to success. I can block your own dreams. That is why when it comes to hustling, when it comes to your dreams, you don't need anyone's approval. Even your parents, they don't need to understand or approve. Just do it anyway. It's you. You understand? So I've given the guy who introduced me to Forex countless opportunities to join me. Let us build this together. He said no all the time. And then I let him be. Because he had his own reasons why he was saying no and so forth. Right? And I have my own reasons why I'm pushing. The only thing that I did was that when I was pushing and trying to get my friends and my family into trading, I didn't tell them how much I was making. I just told them as an idea, just to test waters. And all of them, they were not interested, right? Now, myself and Kuto got our first house in Soshanguve. No car. We had no car at that time. We didn't have any car. Keep in mind, we've managed to get our first house. Now, March, we went home to our parents, right? Remember, myself and Kuto were financially disowned by our family. We went home and I sat down with my parents, my mom and my dad, and I said, Mommy, Daddy, first of all, I would like to apologize for how I left home. You know, when I was leaving home in January, we didn't have a good communication scenario, you know. I was angry and you guys were angry as well that I left school and so forth. And I understand your frustrations because you want what's best for me. But now I came to tell you, actually, here's the funny thing. When I went home in March, when I asked to sit down with my parents, they actually thought that I was going to say, Mom, Dad, I would like to apologize for overruling your decisions, for thinking that I'm a man. I would like to apologize for trading Forex. That thing is a scam, it's not working. Therefore, I would like to go back to school. That's what they thought. And now I was not calling that meeting so that I can tell them that. No. I told them that, you see, I regret the way I talked to you guys as my parents, but I don't regret the decisions that I've made for myself. We had the argument again. We fought again, but this time it was light, you know? This time was light. My mother was shouting that you are disrespectful, you think you have life figured out, you are a small boy. I mean, that's why I got the term small boy. That's why I call others small boys. I've got it from my mom. So you think you've had life covered, this thing of yours. It's March that time. And I told them that, you know what, I can see that even today, you still don't believe in my own dreams. Mom, Dad, it's fine. It's fine. I will not stop. I will not give up. I don't need your permission. Then we fought again. Imagine when I was trying to fix things, they were still protective over the decisions that I've made. You know, they've even wanted to call this. You know, in the family, there's always that uncle. You see that uncle whom when they say we are going to call Uncle Banbani to talk to you, then you become intimidated. Yo, they're going to call. They did that to me. They said we are going to call Uncle Banbani, and I said call him. Call him as well. I will tell him the same thing. The one uncle whom they know that I was scared of and respected a lot, they threatened to call him so that he can put me back on track. I told them that, you see that uncle you're talking about, he's a small boy. But I'm kidding. I didn't say he's a small boy. But yeah, that uncle you're talking about, he can't change my mind. He can't do anything as well. That's when they see that, hey, this boy is serious with this trading thing, hey? I was very, very protective. Very, very, very protective over what I do today. That's why even today I'm still very protective, because only I understand what I've been through to get to where I am. You can't just come out of nowhere with your fake Gucci and tell me that I'm fake. You are coming here with a fake Gucci and you are telling me that I'm fake. Who the fuck are you? Yeah? You are wearing things that you can't even afford. I can buy the whole shop. Personally, I can buy the whole shop, give you all the clothes. After 1 week, I come back and I take all my clothes and I donate them to charity. It's very important to study a person's character before you conclude. Right? Now, the conclusion of the argument with my parents was that, Mom, Dad, we have managed to get a small house. Therefore, we will no longer stay in student accommodation. We'll be staying in our own home. We'll start paying our own water and electricity bills and so forth. They were just looking at me. You know, that moment when your parents are disappointed in you. That was me at that time, 2017, March. They just looked at me as if I'm crazy. How can your son, but coming to think of it, I understand their frustrations. How can your son leave home for like 2 months? And your son is saying that he's making money on the phone. All of a sudden, he's telling you that he's getting a house. What the fuck is that? How is that possible? You know? So they looked at me as if I was crazy. And I was like, okay, it's fine. Mom, Dad, it's fine. You don't believe in my dreams. You don't support my dreams. I'm good. It's fine. So I went back to Gauteng with Kuto when school reopened. And the time I was home,